and welcome to this 12-week postpartum Heal and Strengthen Your Core program. I'm very excited to take you through and follow you up for this next 12 weeks while you get in contact with your core and those abdominals that have been very stretched and weakened throughout a pregnancy and labor. I just want to establish that this is not a get your abdominals back program. We focus on healing the core, so we start very basic. So we have to put our pride a bit to the side, especially if you have had a very strong core pre-pregnancy. We really do want to get in touch with those deepest core muscles that sits around the spine and in our pelvic floor. So we're not going to do crazy abdominal workouts, at least not for the first few weeks. So the first couple of weeks might not feel that intense for you, but trust me when I say that your core will appreciate you starting from scratch once we get up to those higher and harder exercises that we are going to eventually get to. So on one side, this is challenging, obviously, because our muscles and our tissue is stretched and they're weaker than what they used to be for a lot of you. But on the other hand, this can be a really good chance to strengthen your core from the very inner layers and then working your way out. So there's sort of like a fresh start in terms of knowing and learning how to engage and how to strengthen the right parts at the right time. We are all, I'm sure, familiar with sit-ups and a lot of abdominal workouts that focuses a lot on the outer layers of the abdominals, and also hip flexors tends to join in quite a lot and take over maybe a lot of the work that the innermost core should be doing. So this is your chance to build that strength from the ground up, even if you have had a strong core beforehand. And if you haven't, this is a really good chance for you to start in the right place. So I really recommend you to go through the weeks as I am laying them out for you. And I also have some pelvic floor exercise videos that I recommend you doing before each one of these weeks. Every time you do these core workouts, do a short pelvic floor exercise to warm up and to engage and connect with the muscles that are there. Some of the exercises that I am going to go through throughout these weeks are challenging. I am still working on a lot of these 15 months after giving birth. They're still challenging to me. So please don't rush, don't feel like you have to stick with the 12 weeks. If you need more time to feel strong in an exercise, then repeat that week a few times until you feel like you got it down, your body has adapted, your body has strengthened in those movements, and then move on to the next week. There is no rush to get through this. Do it in your own time. When I went through this program myself, there was some parts that I spent 3-4 weeks practicing the same thing until before I moved on, because I felt like the next stage of this program was a bit too hard or a bit too challenging still. So make sure you feel really strong within that week that you're in before you move on to the next week. These videos are not going anywhere. They will stay here for you for as long as you need. This program can take you 12 weeks, it can take you 2 years, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you build the strength needed before you move on to a higher progression. So stay with me as we move through these 12 weeks, building our strength from the very beginning, and we will get to the outer layers of the abdominals as well. It will get hard and challenging towards the end. So if you can overlook the fact that it might be a bit slow and basic in the beginning, you will definitely reap the benefits of working through those basic exercises once we get to the last few weeks, where we might work through some stronger and more challenging exercises. And yeah, I hope you benefit from this. I would also love to hear your feedback once you have gone through it, or if you have any questions throughout it, please reach out to me. And my details, as you can see, are here. And yeah, let's get to work. Let's strengthen that core and hopefully be stronger than what we were before